Bola Ahmed Tinubu is now crying out over the release of his Chicago University certificate. I've not really talked about politics for a very long time. You see, Tinubu to Chicago court, releasing my academic records will cause severe and irreparable damages to me. Does this thing ring a bell to your ear? I don't understand. So Tinubu is now crying to Chicago court that they shouldn't release his certificate. I thought he went to Chicago State University. Now let's quickly explain these academic records and why Tinubu is insisting that his records should not be released, even though it has been known that this man forged several of his certificates, forged them to become the president of Nigeria. I know that so many of us are already tired because Nigeria will of course frustrate you and make you tired. Now, academic records pertains to an individual's educational journey, achievement and academic standing within educational institution. Number two, certain parties can apply to have access to academic records such as the individual himself, potential or employer, relevant public institutions and court orders. Now these are people that have access to it. Of course, you know that Labour Party, PDP and even APC has the right to access anybody who is contesting to be the president of Nigeria, because the constitution of Nigeria states that if you submit or forge a certificate, is an automatic disqualification. So you're automatically disqualified. But guess what? One of the things here is that Labour Party is not even interested in this. What they are interested is Supreme Court. They already have their facts stated. Even though we saw what the judges did on September 6th to bury Nigerian constitution forever. APC have used everybody to destroy Nigeria. Everybody that is accessible. They started with the police, seized the DSS, seized the military, seized the journalists, the television channels, seized everything. Now they have gone to the courts to equally bury the Nigerian constitution. It shows that those men that are hungry for power can go to any length to finalize whatever they are doing. Now we have severe and irreparable damages, refers to significant harm that is permanent and cannot be undone or adequately compensated for. It implies grave and lasting consequences that may include significant financial, emotional, reputational, or physical harm to an individual or entity. For example, if someone's action results in the destruction of a unique, irreplaceable piece of art, the damage caused to that artwork could be considered severe and irreparable, because no amount of money can restore the artwork to its original state. As simple as it is. So he knows that the moment this certificate is released, it is going to be a severe damage to the history of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And of course, you know that Tinubu is a fighter. He will do everything possible to do what? Cover that certificate. He may decide to ask the United States to, keep mining barrels of oil just to keep his certificate. This is when you vote somebody that does not care about you, somebody that rigged to become the president. That's how it becomes. And the only plausible reason why release of academic record could cause severe and irreparable damage is the condition whereby such record represented significant contradiction to what the person has been falsely misrepresenting as his academic records. You see, we must not relent. So many people have already done with court proceedings and whatever the case may be. But one thing is that these men who are still in front fighting for the new Nigeria, somebody like P2B, should be encouraged at all costs, because at the end of the day, what matters more is the ability to fight back, no matter what be the case. And that's the honest truth. the ability to fight back. Because if we continue to allow these corrupt individuals to run the affairs of Nigeria, you'll be very, very surprised that at the end of the day, even in your areas and in your streets, your children will no longer see being responsible as a thing, because they will tell you that irresponsible people are your president, irresponsible people are your governors, irresponsible people are your ministers, they are your house of representatives, they are your lawyers, they are. So it will give a kind of attitude that it is only if you are corrupt that you can make it in Nigeria, and it's already happening. Go to the police sector, go to the forces, go to the political class and the rest of them. You see that people will tell you that if you are righteous and you are keeping your hand clean, you will never make it. And it's already playing out. So you see that even raising your children in such kind of environment will damage their mindset, their mentality, their mental health. So we should all take note of this, because if the few of us that are still good and want the best of from Nigeria don't do the needful now, then I honestly tell you that in the future it's not going to be funny. Thanks for supporting the Future News. Peace.